everyone, welcome to Shians YouTube. We're back again this week for further information on bits and pieces that hopefully you can find helpful. So this week, as promised from last week, we're going to be talking about these two little friends here called Chrysocolla. Now this is in its natural form. If it's polished, and often it is when you buy it in shops, it shows up the colours even more vibrantly, but as you can see, really beautiful kind of shades view. I mean, it's often found near another crystal or a stone called azurite. So this has kind of got an azurite blue to it, because of some of the areas that it comes from. There we are. So there's our two friends, Chrysocolla. Now, it is found in many countries. For a start, it's found in Cornwall in England. Cornwall seems to be quite good for natural rock formations over there. So Cornwall in England, California, Idaho in the USA, Mexico, Chile, and it's around, as I said before, it can be found where a stone called azurite is, and also another stone called malachite, which we could perhaps do another time. Malachite has got kind of green mottled kind of colours, and azurite is this kind of, let's show if you can see this blue here. It's kind of azurite blue. But as I said, if these come in polished forms, they really show up the colours even further. But it's a beautiful stone, many different colours. We're having a glitter time today, so we're having an evening one. So, hello. Here's our friends, the Chrysocolla. Now, traditionally, if we talk astrology, they are very good for Geminis, Virgos and Taurus. So if you're of that star sign, birth sign, they will help you more because they're more honed into your sign. Now that doesn't mean that if you've got another sign, it's not going to be good for you. Now there are some crystals that, like for example, let's say carnelian. That's very good if you're Cancerian, but if you're Gemini, not so good. Doesn't kind of live with you as well. So it is beneficial if you can get a crystal that kind of really matches your sign. So it has more of a powerful kind of energy for your sign. It understands you better, let's say. But I have actually known Aries and also Leos to actually use this for phobias. So Chrysocolla is very well known to help people with phobias. So if you're going to in a situation where you're really worried, concerned that your phobia is going to get worse or your anxiety is going to rise, for example, if you're going flying and you're not comfortable flying, this is a good crystal to have with you. It really does help you deal with the anxiety and tensions that come with any fears and phobias. So it is a lovely crystal because it replaces fear with love. Now we all need a bit of love, so this is why this is a good stone to have around you and in your home, really, because it helps the environment. So it will alleviate any negativity, any tensions, any concerns and any worries that come with any phobias or fears. Now phobias are really difficult to deal with, so this will just, hopefully give you a little bit more strength to cope with some of the anxieties that come with phobias. So phobias are very, very difficult to deal with. So as much help as possible if you can get to help us through these things. So I've known people take these when they're flying or going to an area where they may feel quite confined and a bit claustrophobic. But all these things are here to just assist us a little bit. Also, having herbal teas also helps to calm us and that. So I do drink loads of chamomile tea and peppermint as well, to actually help me when I'm in certain situations. But it's just good calm and helps you sleep. We all need our good sleep. Possibly because this crystal is so stunning looking, and as I said, if you see a polished version, it really does bring out these colours even further. Because of that, they do sort of kind of inspire creativity and power and joy. So that helps us kind of be a bit more creativity if you want to be kind of making something. Now, I did actually mention kind of like last week that they're actually called the woman's friend. Now, this is because it kind of strengthens the female qualities. It actually does help premenstrual tension, so that's good. Lay it on your tummy or carry it with you to try and not get overstressed during that time of the month. But and that's why they call it as a woman's one. But the thing is that like I mentioned when we was using the shepherd's tiles, that and male and female, it's a male and female, it's kind of an energy. It's not like you have to be female, you have to be male. It's more like an energy that represents male and female. Traditionally, we've got the traditional traits like female is fertile, productive, emotional, understanding, caring, gentle. Traditionally, we then go for the male traits of being a provider, being strong, being organised, being businesslike, being powerful. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean if you're male or female you're going to have those qualities, but we're going by the traditional elements of male and female. So this is where this crystal is very good, because Chrysocolla says actually male and female energies are both as important. Although I help with females, I can open up the male energy to perhaps be more sensitive or more understanding as well. So Chrysocolla is very good because it brings out those qualities in us, a male and a female energies, and balances them up better. And that's why it's really good, because it helps rebuild relationships as well. So none of us can be unhappy about that, but it's good for relationships. It also enhances spirituality, but also it purifies your environment, it cleanses your environment. So if you feel that maybe part of the home is not so good, it doesn't seem to have such a good energy, then you can cleanse these, put them in the room, and hopefully cleanse. Now, talking about environment, which this friend does, is Chrysocolla helps our environment, so it makes it feel better. It cleanses it and purifies it. Now, if you are in an environment where you do feel that it's not so positive as it could be, or that maybe you've had a relationship breakup and that person has left your particular home that you're living in and they've moved elsewhere, but you still feel like there's a negativity surrounding the home, so get some sage. And we mean like a stick of sage, as it's sort of like growth form, not in actually that you would buy sage to add to food. It has to be in a stick to kind of do that. Here we have a little bit of sage that is wrapped up. This is kindly bought by a friend because I was moving, and I said to them that sage helps to cleanse the area. So you light this and you walk around your room or the house and go in each corner of the home, and it then will cleanse it. Got a nice smell too, so that adds to it. Does drop everywhere, but that's good. So that's a little bit of sage. So you kind of get it in a kind of wand form, which you then can walk around with around your home to cleanse it. So that's just another tip there that could help. So sage your home, and that will help. But these little friends, our chrysocollas, really help too. So they give those kind of qualities. It's also known to help with breathing and assist the pancreas, and sort of helps muscle cramps and spasms, and the structures of your legs and arms and back. So it helps the body quite good. So it's good to cleanse it and perhaps put it under your pillow during the night, so it can help heal you during the night. Because if you get a good 8 hours sleep, then your chrysocolla is working on you for 8 hours. So that's really good. It's supposed to prevent ulcers on digestive issues and that, but there's never a long-time proof for anything of this. Some of it is from ancient times, and that's when they used these for such things. But it's very good to kind of regulate things in your body and helps the metabolism. And the important thing is that emotionally it does help us as well. So it's like having a crystal friend around with us that just gives us that extra support and that extra comfort. So there's our chrysocolla that hopefully has given you a little bit more extra information about this beautiful stone, and how it can help your emotions and your intellect and your mind and body, and also dispels any negativity from around you. So that's really good. So because of its beauty, I think it does inspire creativity. So there's our chrysocolla. So that's our 2 lovely friends we talked about last week, and here they are to help us through another week. So remember, if you do pick up some crystals or you get some rocks like this, remember to cleanse them and place them under running water, and then let them dry naturally, and then they're tuned into you. So these are our Shians. We're just going to do just shuffle a couple of cards. We'll just put our friends at the back there. We're just going to use these cards today, which I introduced you a bit to last week. Now 2 have flipped, so that's kind of showing that's important. And then let's just choose a couple as well. Okay, we're going to have that one and that one. Right. Okay. So we've got a couple of things like, let's actually can't quite see those. Let's bring those in there. There you go. Right. So it seems to be that in terms of time limit, there's different stages we need to go through to achieve certain things at the moment. Now, it's basically saying there's been a lot of sadness and grief and unhappiness that's been going on. Now, I think that could quite describe our world at the moment. Many parts of our world are in trouble and people are unhappy, and it's causing a lot of anguish for many of us. And there's lots of factors that come into that. It is showing that we're very bogged down, we're very restricted by certain stages that have got on, that we need to actually kind of break free from that. So it's very much at the moment, it's saying, there's lots of unhappiness, grief and sadness, and it feels like all what's going on in the world at the moment is never going to end. But it's showing here that over time it is going to change. So we're talking several more months to go, in hope that can be resolved. It seems that within kind of 6 months or so, some of the turmoil is going to start easing, and the stages towards that is to try to not get bogged down in the bad things in life, and try to look for the positives. So we're talking really here, as we spoke about time limits last time, we're talking almost going on with our little friends here with the female stone. It's saying like 9 months really. It's going to be 9 months before we get there. So that's still a long way to go, but it seems like there's going to be a stage where there's going to be some relief for several months. It's in a couple of months' time it's going to start having some relief and some ease, and then ultimately then by the end of the year we should be in a better place and a happier space. But just remember it, the cards are saying here very much that nothing lasts forever. Things change, things go through stages, things goes through their monthly cycles, life goes through its monthly cycles. That's why we have seasons. So remember, we go through different seasons in our structure of our world, but as ourselves as well. Some people are repeaters of a certain kind of cycle in their life. So remember, things have their seasons. We have our seasons as well as our everyday life does, as our earth does. Our earth has its seasons and we do too. So we have times of year when it is better for us than other times. So there we are. There's our little Chrysocolla today. Hopefully you've gained a little bit by then, and a little bit on our significators there. So it looks like by the end of the year things are going to be changing a lot more. So let's hope for the goodness. So let's clear the blockages, get the goodness in, give us love, and we'll move on forward. And we'll have a bit of bling as well, just to keep us going. So take care, everyone. Thank you ever so much for watching, and even sparing a minute or two to listen and watch this. Thanks ever so much. Appreciate your time and appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. All the best from Shians YouTube. Thank you. Bye for now.